The mountains were quiet that day, too quiet. A small plane moved slowly through the white sky, carrying 45 people, young rugby players, their friends, and family members. They were laughing, joking, dreaming of a match they were sure they would win. No one knew that many of them would never see home again. It was October 13, 1972. A team from Uruguay was flying to Chile to play a rugby match. Inside the plane, there was happiness. Some boys sang songs, some talked about girls, some slept peacefully. Outside the window, the Andes Mountains stood tall like white giants. The pilot believed he had already crossed the mountains. He was wrong. Suddenly, the plane began to shake. Strong wind hit the wings. The plane went up, then down. Passengers felt fear for the first time. Then the plane hit a mountain. One wing broke off, then the other. The plane slid down the ice mountain like a broken toy. Screams filled the air, metal tore apart, bodies were thrown. When everything stopped, there was only silence. Some people were dead instantly, others were badly injured. Those who survived opened their eyes and saw nothing but snow. No trees, no roads, no houses, no sound of life. Only white mountains and cold wind. They were 12,000 feet above sea level. The cold was so strong it burned their skin. Many were bleeding, some had broken legs, some had cracked skulls, yet they were alive. When night came, the temperature dropped below freezing. They had no blankets, no jackets, no fire. They used plain seats to block the wind. They sat close together, breathing on each other to stay warm. That night, more people died. Some died from injuries, some died from cold. The survivors held hands and cried quietly. Days passed. Food was almost nothing, a few chocolates, some wine, small pieces of snacks. They ate tiny bites to survive. They melted snow using metal and sunlight to drink water. One day, they fixed a small radio from the plane. They listened carefully. Then they heard the words that broke their hearts. The search for the plane has been stopped. The world believed they were dead. Many cried loudly, some lost hope. But the team leader spoke. If we are still alive, then our story is not finished. Just when they thought things could not get worse, a loud roar came from above. Snow crashed down like a monster. The shelter was buried. 8 more people were killed in seconds. Those alive were trapped in darkness under snow for days. No light, no air, no hope. But they dug their way out. They refused to die. Hunger became unbreakable. Their bodies were weak, their minds were slow. There was no plant, no animal, no bird, only snow. After painful talks, tears, and prayers, they made the hardest decision of their lives. They chose to use the bodies of the dead to stay alive. This choice haunted them forever, but it also kept them breathing. Weeks passed. They learned how to survive cold, how to share food fairly, how to support each other. They became more than a team. They became a family. They promised, "We will not let anyone die alone." After 72 days, two men, Nando and Roberto, decided to walk out. They had no map, no compass, no food. They wore shoes made from plain parts. They walked into endless white mountains. For 10 days they climbed, slipped, fell, and stood again. Their bodies screamed in pain. Just when they believed death was near, they saw green land. They met a man riding a horse across a river. He could not hear them, so they threw a notice tied to a stone. The man read it. He cried. Help was coming. Rescue helicopters arrived. Out of 45 people, 16 survived. The world listened in shock. Doctor said this should not be possible. But it was final power truth. They were not saved by food, they were not saved by luck, they were saved by unity, courage, and the decision to never give up. The cold tried to kill them, they choose to live. Okay, friends, we will meet in our next video soon.